All right, now, so we want to display some information from our database right here, right on this homepage on index.php. This is our homepage right now. That's where I am, localhost /CMS /index.php. So we have a table called posts with some rows in there. But in order for us to display some information here, we need to insert some data into that table. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's select the table. Let's insert, and let's just insert. Let's not insert anything for the post ID since that increments automatically. Post category, we're not going to do that either. Let's just say that we want the post title to be, I don't know, Edwin CMS course. You can write whatever you want. I'm just saying it's awesome. Or actually Edwin CMS PHP course. And let's just put this like this here. PHP course is awesome. Author Edwin Diaz. It's my name, by the way. Let's put a date on it, and let's just say February 25th. And we don't have a post image for that. As a matter of fact, we don't. We're gonna have to do some setting with the image right now. We're gonna put some content here, and we're gonna say something like, "Wow, I really, really like this course." And let's make the author somebody else because I shouldn't be liking my course, right? I actually kind of like my material, but John Doe is the name. Weird, right? Some post tags, and we're gonna call this Edwin. We're just gonna put some post Edwin or JavaScript, PHP, some keywords there. Comment count, we don't have that, and it's on giraffe right now. So let's just one row inserted one incorrect internet value. So we made a mistake somewhere on category ID. We did not put an ID for that. All right, let's go back to it. All right, so it did inserted some value there, but is incorrect. Let's just make an ID for just to make PHP my admin a little happier with us. All right, so perfect. We have some data here that we can display. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go and start changing some things around. Let's go to the index, and if we go see this, this is gonna be, this is the page heading right here, the title right here. So we're gonna be putting some of that title, the title that we got from the database here, and we're gonna be replacing some of this data HTML with CSS. I mean, not CSS, PHP. So where do we want to actually make our query? All right, so I want to make our query very close to this here. I don't need to, but I will. So let's first go ahead and create a query, and this is gonna call, let's actually write up PHP tags. PHP. I think sometimes I think the tags should write themselves automatically just by me looking at them, right? Select all from where? From posts. All right, that's all we got to do there, and then we can just copy. We don't have to write all this. We can just copy it from what we had on navigation, right? Let's just copy this while statement right here. I'm just gonna copy all this, rename it. Really cool, right? I don't have to do all that. But what I will do, I will change the names of some of these things. So I went to navigation. I just copy everything below the select all because I'm gonna be using something very similar. So get in the habit of copying and pasting things so that way you don't you don't have to write so much. Select all posts query. All right, that's what I'm gonna call this. And we are, oops, sorry about that, my volume. So we're gonna change this here by that. Perfect. And this is called post title instead of cat title. Post title. This is coming from the database right here. Remember that? Post title. So this is the row from the database. Make sure that you know that. And then we are assigning a variable. And here, of course, we got to display post title. Now we are not going to be displaying this in a li tag, since this is going to be displaying in here, right? So let's just take this out. All right, that looks really bad by itself there. So now remember, this is a loop here in a way. Actually, right there, make this whole thing right here. So this is a loop. It's gonna loop through everything we got in our data from the post table, and it's gonna bring this back here. But we want to make sure that we bring everything back. We have a lot of things in our table that we need to bring back, right? We have post ID, category ID, post title. Let's bring what we need right now. Let's bring the title. Let's bring the author. So let's make a more copy and paste stuff here, since we're gonna be needing some of this. And I don't know how many of these we need, and we're gonna find out right now in a minute. So let's bring the title. Let's bring the author back. Author. Let's just copy this here. You don't have to name it the same if you don't want to, but I like to do it just to keep simplicity. What's next after the date? By the date, the image, and the content. So date, image, and we got to do something with that image just to we got to do another function for the image, but I'll show you in a minute. And what's the other one? Content. I think that's it. I think that's all we need for this right now. All right, post date, post content. Yeah, that's all we need for now. So I'm just gonna take the rest of this. So we got the title, the author, the date, the image, and the content. Title, author, the date, image, and the content. Perfect. So we got those assigned to variables. All right, and we need to, let me make this bigger here so you can see it. All right. We need to display many different posts, and the way this is going to do it is by going through the loop, because we need this data repeated over and over again. Imagine we have more posts. This data needs to repeat itself. If I do everything outside right now, I can go ahead and assign this variable here and here and here and here, and we're displaying one time. We need to go actually around this data here, this HTML, to reproduce this over and over again. So I'm gonna break out of this. All right, so I'm gonna do this something like this. I'm gonna break out of PHP. I'm gonna break out completely out of there, and I'm gonna take this and put it in there inside that loop. All right, right here. Then I'm gonna come back here. Let's just do that. And I'm going to start PHP again, because I want to bring in this little thing right here, this little curly bracket from PHP. All right, I need to close my loop with this. That's what I'm doing right here. So I'm turning off PHP and I'm closing the loop, and I'm turning it back on here again to get this curly bracket. So here we're going to be displaying some dynamic text. This is the page heading. We're not going to concern ourselves with that right now, but let's go ahead and do some PHP right here for the title of our post. And as you can see, PHP, you see that? I thought that this editor was gonna do that automatically, but it doesn't complete the stuff for me automatically. Echo, and then we're gonna echo what? The post title. Post title. There we go. And let's just use the same tool. Let's just take this out of here because we want to display something else in here. We want to display the post author, and post it. We're going to display the date here. Take that out and just put that date on it. And this is the content right here. So take that out and we say post content. All right. So I think we're done with this. What do you think? Think we're good? All right. So let's go ahead. I think we're good. Let me see. Let me just make sure here that our data is being sent. Select all posts, and that we might have a mistake or two, but you know the fun thing about it is fixing it. Let's see. Let's see how it works out. Actually, we don't have a mistake. Good. All right, if you do have a mistake, don't worry about it. Just do it again. So this data is being pulled from the database. As you can see, the title is here. Edwin CMS PHP course is awesome by John Doe. We have the date right here. We have the content, and we don't have the image right now because we have to do an extra step for the image, but I'll show you that in the following lectures. All right, so now we have some data, all right, displaying dynamically there, and let's insert another post and see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead, insert some more data into, let's create another post, and let's set this to category 2. Let's say this is a JavaScript course post. I'm just writing random stuff, and let's just say that the author is Belinda, and the date is maybe tomorrow or the day before. Let's do the day before. That's fine. Post image, we don't have one. Content. Wow. Man, this is a really cool post. Can you call me? Belinda, be careful, please. Be careful. All right, so, all right, post tags. This is JavaScript course, actually JavaScript 2 or something like that, and we're gonna use this later on to just to show you the functionality of the search engine. And this is course class Belinda. All right, post comment count. We're not gonna worry ourselves with that. I think we're good to go. And here, so PHP doesn't mess around with us, right? PHP my admin. Go. Let's go ahead and check this out. Refresh. And if we go down, we see the other post right here. JavaScript course post by Belinda, the date, and JavaScript course post right here, content. Actually, we wrote the same thing on the content side, did we? Let's go back to it and let's check it out. No, actually, we wrote that. We just have, let me see. Wow, post content, man, this is really cool. All right, Edwin CMS course is awesome. All right, let's just check it out real quick. Belinda and Edwin's course is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and so post content right here. We have the title, we have the author, we have some content right here, post content. So that should be displaying post content unless I went in the database and made a boo-boo somewhere here. Post, author, post title, course post. We didn't write anything for content, did we? Actually, we did right here. Post content. Post ID 2, category ID. Did that automatically. We have some dates. And here we refresh. JavaScript post. It looks like this is actually, let's do a right click, inspect element on it, and let's just check it out. It's inserting the title in there. All right, and I think I know the reason why it's doing that. Let's just go back to our, here we have the content and we have the title here instead of content. There we go. All right, a little friendly mistake there, so just know that we found it really fast. Refresh, and now we should have that content displaying. That happens sometimes when you're doing copy and pasting a lot, so just get used to it. Sometimes when this doesn't actually display the way you want it, make sure you check what's coming in from the database and how you are applying those values. So we see this. Wow, I really like this course. We see the content is actually displaying really nice now. Wow, man, this is really cool. This is a really cool post. Can you call me? All right. So we can make as many as we want, and then we keep going down, down, down. All right. So thank you so much for watching this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.